So good morning to all the passionate young minds gathered over here. It's an absolute honor and privilege to speak with you all here today at the Telangana National Youth Biodiversity Conference 2025. I also take this opportunity to welcome our honorable guest on dais, Shri C. Achalendra Reddy Garu, IFS retired, Sir is Chairperson, NBA, National Biodiversity Authority in Chennai. Thank you, sir, for coming and gracing this occasion. And I also welcome our today's special chief guest for the day, Srimati Konda Sulekha Garu, the Honorable Minister for Endowments, Environment and Forest, Government of Telangana. Thank you, ma'am, for coming and gracing this occasion, ma'am. Dear friends, this event is more than just a gathering. It's a critical step in creating the future of biodiversity conservation. We are here to empower and ignite the leaders of tomorrow, because we firmly believe that the youth are not just the future, but they are present also. And it's high time for us to act, lead and protect the natural world that sustains us all. Let me tell you, sir and ma'am, how this idea came and born. I think Farida ji is here. We discussed this idea exactly 3 years before, but due to some constraint, we couldn't materialize it at that time. But fortunately, and now finally, we have this event here, and with all support from the government of Telangana, obviously, and again the support from NBA as well. So, ma'am, I would like to tell you, more than 650 students across the country, they applied for this conference. And it was a very tough task for all of us to select just 70 students out of 650. So it was a very meticulous and very tough task. And we applied certain criteria. The one criteria was PG should be the criteria, that all the students who will be coming here should be having a PG, at least PG or more than that, that is PhD or anything. And then we also wanted to represent each and every part of the country, like 28 states and 8 union territories. So fortunately, I can proudly tell you all that we absolutely have a mini India gathered over here in this hall. And that is why I welcome you all, and you are very fortunate, because it's a lifetime achievement kind of opportunity for all of you to learn and really contribute to the society and to the nation, and of course to the globe also. So the role of youth in biodiversity conservation is more important than ever. With frameworks like CBD and SDGs, the world has recognized that biodiversity is the key to achieve the sustainable development. The youth of today are the change makers who will ensure that these frameworks are not just promises on paper, but are realized on the ground as well. The power of youth-led movements can shift societal norms, can influence government policies, and inspire others to take actions. Therefore, a crucial step towards realizing biodiversity conservation is to focus on creating future biodiversity leaders. The basic aim of this conference is to create the leaders of tomorrow, because we all believe that you are in your 20s, so you will be having 30, 40 years of active career in front of you. So this is the right time to create you, to develop you into leaders who can actually guide the society, who can actually influence the policies of the government if there are some loopholes or there is any scope to improvement. And you can also gather community participation, which is very important, because we are a democratic country, and in democratic setup, anything if we wanted to do, we cannot do without the community participation. So I hope that you will, wherever you belongs to, which part of the country, no matter, but when you go back to your area, you will definitely do this on ground. So this is the basic aim of this conference. So by investing in the youth today, we are investing in the future of our ecosystems, wildlife and natural habitats. And this conference, by bringing together young people from diverse background, because as I told that these are not only just the subject of life sciences alone, because it is a lot of economics is also involved, lot of technical, lot of legal issues are also involved. So we have got some students on board from legal background as well. from economics background as well. And as I told, being a democratic country, we have to have community participation. So there is a social angle inevitably. So we also got some students from sociology background as well. So these all backgrounds serve as the perfect launchpad for the next wave of biodiversity leadership in the country. Our theme of long-term sustainability is foundational. Youth-led initiatives are vital because they bring fresh ideas, energy, and perspectives. Global youth movements such as the Fridays for Future, I think Greta Thunberg, you all know, she is such a young but she is a leader in biodiversity conservation or environmental activism, and everyone knows about her. Then Malala Yousafzai, though she is not belongs to her domain of work is different, but the point is that on the global scenario, we can see that there is a youth who are taking the center stage. Then why not India? So this is the right time for us also to, kindly, to rise to the occasion and to take the things in our own hands. So this is what this conference is aimed to. Any biodiversity conservation movement requires this same energy, an energy driven by young people who are not only concerned but actively taking charge of their future. My dear friends, youth can lead the way in building sustainable, eco-friendly solutions and educating others about biodiversity conservation. Whether through community outreach, environmental awareness campaigns, or restoration projects, the youth have the power to make a tangible difference. Initiatives like these foster long-term sustainability because they are driven by a deep sense of urgency, innovation, and commitment to the future generations. As we think about biodiversity conservation, we must think about long-term vision because this is not a one-time affair. So as Faridaji, I think in the opening remarks, she told that this conference is going to be an annual ritual, hence onwards. This is what we wanted to, because we are intended to do that. So let us see how far we can succeed, hopefully, yes. So, and this conference has that vision. How, friends, this conference will enable you to build a national level youth network. As you can rightly see in front of you, in your neighbor, some students from different state, different background is sitting. And that is how we wanted to connect the national level youth network. A strong connected network ensures that the best practices, ideas, and resources are shared across regions. This enables youth leaders to collaborate and take coordinated actions. This network will become an important force for driving national biodiversity policies, advocating for protection of critical habitats, and addressing threats to species. We believe that to empower youth, we must provide unique learning opportunities. And this conference itself is a big learning hub. Through field activities, through in-house sessions, and mentorship programs that provides real-world exposure to biodiversity issues. These immersive experiences are vital for helping young leaders understand the challenges and solutions in biodiversity conservation. One of the most impactful outcomes of this conference would be to inspire you to create local biodiversity action plans. This is very important. As I told, because our country is so diverse, from Telangana to Karnataka, and from Manipur to even Dadra Nagar Haveli, from Ladakh to Tamil Nadu, everything is so different, so diverse. The landscape is different, the people are different, the culture is different. So our aim is to, when you go back to your areas, you should be able to create your own local biodiversity actionable plans, not just on paper. So this is what this conference intended to do. Every region, every community has its unique biodiversity challenges, and one size fits all kind of approach won't work as our country itself is so diverse. So by developing local action plans, youth can address the specific environmental needs of their communities. This is where action turns into impact. From planting endemic species to building community awareness on the importance of local ecosystems, we must ensure that youth are not just observers, but they are active participants in the conservation issues. The creation of this conference is an opportunity to build the largest platform for youth in the country. Because my experience is that there is no platform as such at national level for youth to deliberate, to discuss and to take actionable plans. So I thought that let us fill that vacuum. So this is a very small initiative, I know, but this is just a start. This is just a beginning. And I think that, I hope that this start will definitely get a lot of support and a lot of blessings for each and every corner of the country and from the globe. This platform will allow young people to showcase their biodiversity conservation efforts, inspire others and drive policy changes at the local, state and national levels. It's about providing a space for youth to share their voices and be part of meaningful change. While we are focused on national action, we cannot ignore the global context as well. In the near future, we aim to take this initiative global. Actually, this year only we wanted to make it the international event, but unfortunately, due to some constraint and the time was so short, we couldn't do it. But we are planning that next year, this conference will be international. There will be some international delegates as well, along with the national delegates. Thank you. Because learning from and contributing to best practices across the world is important. Biodiversity is a global issue. To make meaningful progress, we must create synergies across borders. Finally, to ensure lasting impact, we felt that we must institutionalize this event. As I told that this event should not be the one-time affair. It will be an annual ritual. So that is why we wanted to make it institutionalized. We therefore intend to hold this conference every year, most probably on the same time and at the same beautiful and serene venue. I hope you like this venue. Thereby creating a continuous loop of learning, action and growth. This will institutionalize youth engagement in biodiversity, ensuring that every year young people from across the country have the opportunity to contribute to and lead conservation efforts. This is not just a one-time event, this is a long-term sustainable approach to biodiversity conservation. I would like to appraise the dignitaries on dais. As part of this 3-day event, we have expert delivered sessions on very important and regular topics like ABS or biodiversity conservation, traditional knowledge, and PBR. But sir and ma'am, I would like to tell you that we have also included some of the very relevant, very important topics, which I felt or experienced that they are not much talked or discussed on other forums, like eco-terrorism. So this is a very important topic. We thought that we should include it. And then biodiversity ethics also. So these are the topics, very new, plus DSI, digital sequence information. This I think some of the students who are from biotechnology, they can appreciate it. So this is very important, up-to-date, knowledge, this high-end technical issues. So we wanted to appraise you on those issues as well. And then there will be some field visits and there will be field activities also along with the regular classroom sessions. And we have also planned for regular group discussions because we have 6 groups and they have 6 mentors. So under the guidance of your mentor and with the help of your colleague, you can discuss within your group and you can come up with innovative ideas and you can share them with the other groups as well. And there will be a cultural program also because we feel that India is such a rich in cultural heritage. So we wanted to showcase that. Ma'am, mana Telangana dances kuda mem pettam ma'am. So either dances unnai. So along that Telangana dances, we will having dances from the participants. Not dances, but cultural activities from the participants to showcase their own cultural rich heritage of their local areas or whatever they wish to. So it will be definitely related with the theme of biodiversity or environment, whatever. And last but not the least, we have planned to come up with the adoption of the Hyderabad Declaration. What is Hyderabad Declaration is the proposed document which states what the youth of this country has to say about biodiversity conservation. And I am sure it will become the voice of young minds and young hearts of this country. So this is what we will be going to do it at the end of this conference. As I conclude, I urge each and every one of you to here to embrace your role as the future steward of biodiversity. The challenges are enormous, but so are the opportunities. With the right knowledge, action and commitment, we can change the course of our environmental future. Let's continue to create network, build learning opportunities, take action and ensure this initiative goes global and fostering a more sustainable world for the generations to come. Together we will build a future where biodiversity is protected, valued, and cherished. Together we will lead the change. I wish you all wonderful 3 days of deliberation, celebrations, and of course, a lot of meaningful learning. With this, I once again warmly welcome each one of you on and off the dais. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.